Okay, here we go. So it's a beautiful Monday, and y'all, I am just so excited and expectant for what March has to offer. I genuinely believe that there is a shift that is happening. And I don't know if you feel it, but we feel it. And I'm really excited. And I love whenever I listen to several different people and they all say the same thing. And you're like, okay, like I need to pay attention because clearly when everyone is speaking the same thing, that's when I'm like, all right, then I got to jump in on this. So this is what I want to share for today. And I'm not going to be on here super long today, but I do think that this is really, really important. One of the things that I think that separates the people that succeed in this company between the people who don't is that they do not wait for action. When they have an idea, they don't say, okay, well, I'm going to schedule an event in a week and I'm just going to plan all week preparing for that event. No. They have an idea and they do it literally that day or the next day. And then they do that every single day. Trisha Rieger talked about this. She was like, I do not wait. When I have an idea, I jump on it. Messy, bad, like however it ends up happening, I just don't wait. Because messy action is better than no action. And I think the problem, she's like, by the time people have one event, I've already had three. Y'all, by the time somebody has had one event, she's already had three. She said, this is why I have things happening in my company. This is why I'm developing Jules, is because we do not wait to take action. We just do it. What's his name? Oh Lord, his name left me. Maxwell. What's his first name? John Maxwell. Okay, there it is. There it is. He said, I may have 10 ideas a week and only one of them is good, but he still acts on every single one. This is where I am making the shift in my business. I used to be really bad about having an idea and I spend way too much time trying to perfect it, way too much time trying to make sure like, okay, I got to give myself enough time to let X, Y, and Z fall into place. No more. I am doing some kind of messy action every single day. And the thing I may do today may not be the thing that blows up my business. But guess what? If I'm doing something every single day, the consistency of my daily action, something is going to catch. Something is going to catch. But the reason why the reason why I believe that I am still, I'm not going to say stuck because Lisa will come through this phone and smack me. But the reason why I think that I am still not where I want to be is because I have been giving myself way too much in between time between an idea and taking action. So for March, I wish I had taken a picture of my vision board to show y'all. Y'all, I have literally it used to be all nice and pretty and well thought out and all the things. Y'all, I have doodled all over it, everywhere that I could literally squeeze something. I have stuff written everywhere because I have massive vision for what this year is going to bring. And I am going to take messy action every single day. Y'all, it can be something as simple as I thought, we wanted to do a pink drink stand, like a lemonade stand, because the weather's
I feel like a regular piece, and I have a cord.
And so we decided that, okay, instead of us setting up pink drink stands all the time, we have the same Amazon and FedEx and UPS people that are at our door literally all the time. So we have actually set up samples for them on the front porch with information and with a catalog that they can browse through if they want to. So that way they can grab a stick when they're coming up. And I actually am going to do the same thing with active, because you think about it, like they're on the run all day. Anyway, it's something. You never know who's going to come up on that porch and grab something. So like, that's what I'm saying. It could be something as simple as that. And the other thing that I'm going to start doing is we should be doing opportunity calls daily. If nobody shows up, hey, nobody shows up. But you showed up, and I'm going to tell you something. Somebody's eventually going to show up. But we have to be willing to show up. And y'all, I heard Melanie Mitro. I don't know if you know who she is, but sister is a boss in the network marketing field. She's not in Plexus, but she's a boss. And she was one of the companies that she lost her entire company overnight. They went to affiliate. And do you know that the new company that she just built with, she went to their version of Diamond in less than 3 months. In less than 3 months, from ground zero to Diamond. And just fathom that, just imagine that for a second. But do you know why? She said, do you know that the first Zoom call I ever did, not a single person showed up. She said, you know what I did? I hit record. I recorded it. I sent it off to all the people that I invited. And then I got on my social media and I hyped that call up. What an amazing call. Today was incredible. Y'all, she hyped it up and she said, did anybody else know nobody showed up? No. She said, do you know what I did though? I created momentum and excitement, because then the next week I had a few people show up. And then the next call, I had even more people show up. You set the tone and the momentum for your business. And what happens is we show up for a call, nobody shows up, and we're like, oh, nobody showed up. I don't know why I did that. We're so afraid of that feeling of failure and rejection that we allow it to hold us back from just jumping in and doing it messy again. And not only that, but like she literally used that time to record something to send off to her people. So she didn't wait to take action. She took action in a moment where, okay, I get a call, nobody showed up. What's the next thing that I can do? I can record and I can send it off to people. She took action. So when something doesn't work out, that should be our next thing, is not, oh man, nobody showed up. No, okay, what's my next step of action here? That is going to be the thing that will set your business on fire. Because consistency beats intensity every single time. So if we are taking consistent action every single day, we're not just relying on Facebook, we're not just relying on Instagram, we're not just relying on messages, but we are actually doing events and taking action and building connection, which leads me into the next thing I wanted to talk about. Connection is this is blending with events. Connection is so important. Can I tell y'all, I have a lady that I have messaged a couple times and she never responds. Every single time, she never responds. But she's a nurse. She's precious as all get out. And I just genuinely believe not only she would love the products, but that she would be amazing at this opportunity. And we ran into them at the park the other day. And do you know that I didn't even bring up Plexus? I wore my hat. They brought up the cruise. She was like, yeah, I've been watching. She never likes my posts. She never comments. She literally does not respond to me. And she thought, you could just see, she kept asking and kept asking. And then they were like, you know, we really are dealing with brain fog and other things. Do you have something that you can help with that? Yes, I do. And then we start talking, and that leads to, do you mind to send me a cart? And do you mind to send me over a few samples? Absolutely. What was the missing factor there? Connection. That some people need that personal connection. Y'all, my mom is in Pampered Chef, and it drives me crazy because my mom is like one of those OG network marketing people who has built her whole business on connection. And I want her on Plexus so bad, I can hardly stand it. Like, I'm still working on that one, but she loves her Pampered Chef. She loves it. But do you know that the reason my mother has been successful in her Pampered Chef is because she, like, literally, connection is her. That is how she has ran her whole business. She gets on the phone with people. Every person she meets, she's handing them a Pampered Chef catalog. She figures out ways to not only make people feel seen, known, loved, appreciated, because I watch her when she's communicating, like, she always starts there first. And then she says, oh, by the way, I'm having a Plexus party. I would love for you to, even if you just want to look through the catalog, here's my information. She's on it, always. But she understands the value and the importance of personal connection. Guys, we cannot build a successful business without personal connection. Okay, so there are a few things that I wanted to share from Christina Williams from her video the other day. I don't know if anybody got to watch it, but it was phenomenal. And I was going to go through the slides with y'all, but I'm actually going to just put them in the energy bus and let y'all just look through them, because you're going to want to really take the time and go through them. She gives you a system. Christina was one of those people who really wrestled with systems. I am that person. Systems are hard for me. I'm an action person. I'm a jump in. I will talk to people all day long, but systems are very hard for me. So she talks about that and she breaks it down. She simplifies it. But one thing that she did say, starting this out, which really hit me hard, is I can give you all the systems in the world. But if you do not first deal with you and what's going on in here, she said, it does not matter what system you have. We have to be willing to look internally first, work through whatever blocks that we may have, get ourselves in a good headspace, so that way we can show up in a healthy way. Y'all, if we are spending more time complaining about why our back office isn't working, we're wasting time and energy. And it's an excuse to focus on things that really don't matter. It's an excuse to focus on things that are keeping us away from focusing on the important parts, which is the people in our business, making new connections. It's a distraction. Distractions will kill your business every single day. So here are some things, this is what I'm going to leave off with. Here are some things that I am doing this month to eliminate distraction. And I want to I'm challenging y'all today. I want to go with the challenge. I want to challenge y'all to eliminate at least 2 things from your day that are a distraction for you in your business. So here are mine. I am no longer doing mindless scrolling. Now I'm still using media, but I'm only doing it to get on, and I'm using it for connection, to reach out to people, messages, like checking in on people and doing posts, but I am not mindless scrolling. No mindless scrolling. And then the second thing that I am doing is when I am tempted to watch TV or watch Netflix, any of those things, I'm reading. So I'm reading, which, by the way, if you listen to any person who is successful, they all talk about the importance of reading. Reading is huge for success. So reading, and no more mindless scrolling. And instead of mindless scrolling, in that moment, I stop myself and I send a message, or I do something to take action in my business, because distraction will kill our business. So I want to challenge y'all to find 2 things that you feel like is a distraction in your business. And I want you to set a challenge for yourself for the whole month of March. I'm going to do these things instead. Okay. Anybody have anything to say before we jump off? I know I feel like I'm a fire hydrant today. I threw a lot at you, but I'm pumped. I'm jazzed. Anybody got anything for today?
I love what you said about speed, and like you said about, sorry, Lisa, hearing the same thing over and over from different people. And that's the message that I keep getting: messy action, speed, 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 speed. And to go along like with what Trisha said, I saw a little reel or something on Instagram, and she said, for the people, like you said, the people that are like, I'll do it in a week. She said, I've already done it 3 times, messed it up, gotten it right, and still completed it before you've even started. So that's the biggest thing. Like,
Yes.
I don't care. Like Alita says, I'm not attached to the outcome anymore. It's speed, getting the message out there, getting it done, and being okay with whether they respond, don't respond, yes, no, screw you, whatever it is. Just being okay with that and moving on, because you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And God is going to bring us the people that are supposed to be with us. So that's all I had.
Yes, I love that. Lisa.
I have a confession to make as far as the speed. So at the beginning of the month, I watched Christina Williams Zoom that she talked about how to work the month of March. I watched it and I loved it. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to do that. Ooh, I'm going to do those messages, that she gave us. You guys, if you haven't watched that, don't do anything today until you at least listen to that. And she gives you exactly how to work, what messages to send, and everything. It is laid out. And then you add the Trisha Rieger, Zoom on there. It's like fire, fire. It's like, if you want to work your hobby as a business, then that's what you need to do. If you want to do a hobby, if you want to work your business like a hobby, then just do what you're doing. If you want to work it like a business, then freaking do the work that it entails. So ever since I heard Christina Williams Zoom, I'm like, that's how I want to work this month. And somehow it's March 10th already. And I have the idea of starting this accountability group of other people that want to run with sending those 50 to 70 messages a day. And for all of you that are on that accountability group on Sunday night, I'm like, dude, what we're sending is not enough. Like, if you tell me you sent 27 messages in a week, that's a hobby. That's a hobby. I want us, nothing less than 100 messages a week should be given on Sunday night. Exactly. Even Tasha sent 77. That's still not enough in a week. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like there's a difference between working it like a hobby and I want to be emerald by July 31st. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference there. So it's like, let's really dig in, because Kinley Severance, is that her name? She did go diamond in that short amount of time, not sending a million messages. It's a numbers game. It's literally a numbers game. So I sent out a message finally to my March rally group that I have with my team. I'm like, who really wants to run this month? Because I'm running, and the way that I work, being accountable with my team holds me accountable. Because if I say I'm going to do something, I'm not going to not do it with my team, especially as the leader. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we have 3 weeks left in this month. You guys lean into this month. If all the diamonds are telling us March is fire, why in the world would we not decide to jump on that train? We've got to jump on this train. Nicole, I'll make sure you have that video.
Yes, Lisa. And listen, what you speak over yourself daily, it matters. It matters. So one thing that I did, I have a big mirror in my bedroom next to my vision board. And I literally wrote on it, I am excellent at developing silvers and jewels. I am a 5-star diamond. I am a leader of leaders. And I am going to triple my points in March. I wrote those things out so that way every single morning when I walk up to it, I'm saying that over and over. And Trisha talks about this. What you speak over yourself daily, what you're doing is you're retraining your brain. Because then when your brain actually starts to believe it, it starts to wire itself in a way that it tries to start creating solutions to solve the problem. That's why Jessica Heffley always talks about, don't say you can't afford something. Say, what creative things can I do to get that? So start practicing that. What creative ways can I do to earn this goal, to smash this goal this month? Y'all got this. You just have to decide if you want it. All right. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing week. Let's go send some messages and smash some goals. Bye.